Hi. So, as you can probably already guess, this week's video is going to be a bit of a weird one. You've read the title already. You know, I mean, at least kind of what we're going to be talking about. So, at the time of me filming this, I'm feeling pretty good about my appearance today. I was feeling better before I put a bunch of stuff on my face, I guess, but whatever, I wanted to have some fun. Yesterday, I was not feeling so good about my appearance. Yesterday, I felt a little bit on the, ugly, baby-faced, fat-necked gremlin side, you know? Not to be insulting to myself, because I'm not that much of an ugly, fat-necked, baby-faced gremlin, whatever, but sometimes I feel that way a little, and that's okay, and sometimes I feel like hot garbage with an emphasis on hot, you know? So, I don't know, it just kind of got me thinking that, like, our entire idea of physical appearance and aesthetics is kind of weird, you know? It's a little bit odd, cause like, why? Why? Why is it important? What makes something beautiful or ugly? Like, what's the deciding factor in our minds? Why is it that there are, like, some patterns between what's universally believed as beautiful and why are there, like, some discrepancies here or there? And why do both of these get, like, really, really warped to some strange extremes sometime? I used to think that, like, part of what humans recognized as, like, what was beautiful is, like, what does a healthy human look like? And I think that kinda carries over in some ways today, or at least, like, that's what we assume it is a lot of the time. A lot of what we consider to be conventionally attractive traits are traits that are present in a lot of more healthy people. A lot of people that tend to eat right and are slim, and people who, like, exercise and are more fit and stuff are what we consider to be more conventionally attractive. And, you know, those are generally traits you get by being healthy. Like, if you eat right and exercise, you're generally, not 100% of the time, going to be healthier. That's just biological stuff. Or wait. Yes. You're going, yeah, I mean, huh. Generally, you're going to be slimmer and more fit and look that way. There are some, and by some I mean a lot, of exceptions to this, because, everybody is different. Everybody's different, and every body is different. So, it gets a little complicated sometimes. Like, I know people who will eat right and will exercise frequently, and they won't be slim or fit just because their body said no, and that's just kind of the way it goes. And then there are other people who, like, treat their bodies like garbage, like, not good way, and they look, like, plenty more attractive than other people, or at least conventionally attractive, so, like, and then there are people who look conventionally attractive and purposely got themselves there, but in some very unhealthy ways. All this pressure to, like, meet these aesthetics and be this attractive and that attractive, and, like, all this body dysmorphia that's caused by all of this is what leads to a lot of things like eating disorders and exercising disorders. I don't know if that's what they're called, but, like, you know, there are such things, like people who don't eat enough, or who binge and purge, or over-exercise, or any number of these things, or, like, a mixture of these things, and it's all to, like, look a certain way, you know? It's not to be healthy, obviously. It's not healthy to do these things. I think any normal person could probably tell you that. While we're here, I'd like to take a second to let you know, if you don't already know, just in case, that if somebody's encouraging you to do any of these things, still, don't listen to them. Maybe Stop talking to them, too. Whoa. I decided I wanted to be a little taller. But, like, seriously, it's really just... I gotta understand... I want to understand why physical importance and aesthetics has become so important to our culture that people are willing to, like, do some really messed up stuff in order to get there. And I'm not talking about, like tattoos or piercings or sometimes plastic surgery. That was one of those iffy ones where it kind of depends on the situation, but, like, I'm not opposed to, like, some amount of body modification in order to achieve an appearance that you like better. If that makes you feel better, if that makes you feel more true to yourself and who you are inside, then do it. I mean, I plastered this really poorly done makeup on the side of my face just because I thought it was fun. Obviously, it doesn't look that good. I'm not that good at makeup, but it was fun, so who cares? I'd have a mind to, like, do an entire, like, skull face makeup for today's video, but I'll do that another time, it's fine. So, yeah, it's just a thing of, like, why? Why do people, like, not eat, or eat too much, and then purge it all? And why do people, like, push their bodies over the limits? All this stuff just so that they can look a certain way. And, like, sometimes it's stuff that, like, the average person would tell you is not attractive, but our society pushes for it anyway. Like, especially with women needing to look skinny. And, like, people expect men to look skinny too. People just expect everybody to look skinny. It's really weird, but our society has a weird obsession with skinniness, and a lot of the time, like, people will really push themselves to be, like, incy-bincy skinny twigs, and I feel like the average person would look at, like, these pseudo-skeletal people and would be like, I don't exactly find that to be the hottest thing around, but okay. But it's still something that they push towards and feel pressure towards and is celebrated, which is weird, because then on the other hand, if somebody's naturally too skinny, then they're too skinny. Or if somebody is like, you know, lately the entire, like, thing that our culture is obsessed with is people who are dummy thick. But you have to be thick in, like, the right way. It's gotta be, like, chest, butt, thighs, and everything else is, like, skinny snatched. A, that seems like such a hard appearance to achieve. Seems like such a hard appearance to achieve, if you ask me. And B, like, that's just so particular, I guess. Obviously, I'm just kind of ranting. As per usual, this video is unscripted, and so I'm just kind of going off. I don't know where this is headed, I just know that I feel a lot of things about this. And I can definitely, like, feel the effects on me. I am, unfortunately, a man who is a bit too concerned with aesthetics, and that's why a lot of the time I look at myself and I get depressed, because I don't look the way that I want to. That being said, I don't look bad either. I am a perfectly average-looking guy. I mean, I'm not even a conventionally average-looking guy. I am. I look fine, but, like, just some days I look at myself and I'm just like, that ain't it, chief. And I feel bad about it. And it's just annoying because, like, again, not even that bad looking. Maybe someday when I have a bigger channel, there will be people who disagree with me and they'll be like, why do you even listen to him? He's not even that hot. But, like, okay, but, like, even, like, that's the thing that happens. Like, people will be like, I don't know why you watch their videos. They're not even that pretty. And it's like, why is how someone looks so important towards whether or not they're worth listening to? Or treating well? You know? People get a lot of things just for being pretty. Like, a lot of things. Like, I am quite certain that if I was a few times more pretty, I would be having people flip-flopping all over me, you know? I would have simps. I would. It's just what happened. I don't got simps because I'm average. I'm not even ugly. I'm just average, and that's enough for me to not have simps. Not that I like am looking to get some simps, you know? I don't care that much. Would I like to not be single? Sure. Is it the most important thing going on in my life? No. I just, like, we put pressure on people to look a certain way, and when they do look a certain way, we, like, venerate them to a weird and unhealthy degree, and it puts so much pressure on our society as a whole to, like, look certain ways, and sometimes all you have to do is deviate from that a little bit, and that's enough to get people, like, really riled up and upset. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. This was a pretty undeveloped video topic, because I just came in with an idea and didn't script it. I didn't have a particular goal towards talking about this, so I'll definitely explore it some more in the future, and I'll hone in on some things that I want to talk about. I should definitely talk about, like, beauty standards towards women, beauty standards towards men specifically, but today I just wanted to say that, like, hey, maybe be nice to people no matter how they look? You know? I don't know, it's just so weird to me. It's just so weird to me. Even as somebody who definitely puts a lot more purpose into aesthetics as I should, but I feel like I wouldn't do that if it wasn't imprinted on me to care about aesthetics so much, you know? But I do care. And so here we are, I guess. Thank you for listening to me rant again, as always. I definitely do want to talk a little bit more about physical appearance stuff in the future. I guess the purpose of this video was just to, like, get the ball rolling on the topic and get you thinking, like, why do I put so much importance on physical appearance? Why do all people put so much importance on physical appearance? So, you know, that's what I'm here for, is to hopefully make you think, because all I know is that I think way too gall darn much. Regardless, thank you for watching. Remember that no matter how you look or how you feel about how you look, you're a person, and that's what matters, and what you do and say and are matters more than how you look. Even if I'm kind of a hypocrite and I care about how I look way too much. Have a good day. Try to feel good about yourself, and stay strong.